Okay, let me start, yeah. So everybody, welcome back to our webinar series. I notice most of you are already attend our class for the last few days, and I want to assure all of you who already attend and waiting for the recording and the PowerPoint for the previous class, please be patient because person who in charge of sending the PowerPoint and recording is having a COVID situation. So he needs to self-quarantine at home and we are still waiting for him to come back. But inshallah, I'll try to see what I can do even though the assistant is not here, yeah? Okay, guys. So this afternoon, is the first of two series, yeah. In this afternoon we have what we call formatting thesis. Sorry, can everybody hear me? Can somebody unmute and say yes or type yes if you can hear my voice clearly? Okay, Asad, thank you so much. Asad, Ray, Hazwani, thank you so much. Okay, so this is between two series, yeah. This one is formatting thesis using Microsoft Word. The facilitator today, Puan Junaida, will show you on how to activate certain ribbon in Microsoft Word in order prepare yourself for the advanced class, yeah. Every university, they have their own template on how to develop the thesis, yeah. Sorry, Puan Jun, I'm going to share a little bit. Hold on, yeah. I'm going to stop. I'm going to share my content a bit. Okay, stop sharing. I'm going to, okay. Can you guys see, yeah? This is the template of USM. So you can download from our library and also you can download from AMDI library. And also you can download from the IPS. So here is the preparation of thesis submission format, and this one is from the library website and this one from AMDI website. Now I would like to highlight to you that the template that been developed by IPS is collaboration with the library. So we are not someone who do not know what we are talking about for today and tomorrow class. But we do know about this because we have made a collaboration with IPS. So IPS has accept our suggestion. They give it to us a certain kind of thing, and we develop the template using Microsoft Word, and we managed to share with the IPS, and those things is the IPS the one who put it in their website. So for those who still have some vague ideas about how to go about your thesis, you can download the template. After you download the template, yeah, then you come to the class basic, and also tomorrow we have an advanced class for the thesis template. So today is our basic. Now I'm going to stop sharing about this one and let Puan Junaida sharing again her PowerPoint for today. Now I want to introduce Puan Junaida. Welcome, Puan Junaida. My name is Puan Anis. Puan Anis is the second FESI, and Puan Yunaida will be the first FESI. She has a quite extensive experience in teaching formatting thesis using Microsoft Word, and inshallah today, this afternoon, she can help you if we somehow cannot, unable to rectify certain thing. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, at the end of the class, I'm going to give you a link for you to put a feedback form. Only through a feedback form, given the email address, I'm going to send the recording and also the proof of attendance. So please guys, I cannot insist too much about how important the feedback form. And for those who like to put their question or comment, you can type in the chat box. Also, you can unmute. Okay, with that, I would like to welcome again Puan Junaida, and let's give a floor to her. And happy and good luck with your classes today. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Puan Junaida, over to you.
Thank you, Puan Nur Anissa. Thank you also for the uh, introduction. Uh, Actually, I'm going just to share with you what I know about the formatting thesis using Microsoft Word. Firstly, just would like to say sorry because my PC is not provided with the camera, so you guys cannot see me. Yeah, so you can just hear my voice. So if you have any questions, just drop your question in the chatting panel. Yeah. So I have Puan Nur Anissa as well as Puan Mazainun Aini in this webinar to assist you. Should there be any question? Yeah. So firstly, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. I hope that everyone is in the good condition. Anywhere you have been right now, whether you are at home, at the campus, at the hostel. Yeah, so just stay safe, take care of yourself. Yeah. Okay, without further ado, my name is Junaina Abusman, the Senior Librarian of Perpustakaan Kejuruteraan University Science Malaysia. So I'm going to share with you in another 1.5 hours of how to formatting your thesis using Microsoft Word. So the learning for today's webinar outcomes is we hope by the end of the module, every one of you here, I can see that there's about 26 or 27 participants today. So I do hope that every one of you should be able to demonstrate and produce a zero draft template. Yeah, so actually you want it to be systematically and of course efficiently. So this is the course content that what we are going to cover for another 1.5 hours. So it will be in 4 courses. The first one is zero draft template itself. The second one is split chapter. The third one is page numbering, and the last but not least is the table of contents. For zero draft template, I will share with you how to create headings, including modify and customize heading, as well as adding new customized heading. And the second part is insert the caption headings, which includes the tables, figures, and to add new caption label. And second chapter is this how to split chapter, because normally in your writing, especially for thesis, you will have research content and supporting section that we call as preliminaries chapter. And the third course or the third chapter or the third section for today's webinar is page numbering. Because you have two different sections, you will have also different page numbering. So there's a pages that you need to put the Roman numbers and the other section with the Arabic number. So we will share with you how to do the page numbering. Yeah. And the last one, after finishing writing, yeah. So we will share with you on how to create your table of content, as well as the list of table, list of figures, yeah. Okay, what we need in this webinar is we advise you to use the latest version of Microsoft Office. You can download the Microsoft Office from the campus online. Where to get the latest version of campus online? You can get it from once you log into your email. So you will get this page, yeah, to install your latest version of Microsoft Word and other Office application. Just go to Install Office and you just click in Office 365 apps. So it includes the Outlook, the OneDrive, the Word, the Excel, the PowerPoint, and more. Yeah, but it will take some time. If yours are not yet updated to the latest version of Microsoft Office, please install later, yeah, not now, because it will take some time if you install the latest version now. Okay, so this is the basic setup. What we should know in Microsoft Word ribbon, yeah. So it has home groups. So the first line is table. This is we quite common or familiar with this one. So these all called tabs. And these four in the blue boxes are called groups. Yeah. And those in the red circle color um, button or this is a command button. Yeah. So this is the basic setup for Microsoft Words that you should know or be familiar with. And this small arrow here is known or called dialog launchers. A very small arrow here. And these ones are style gallery. We know this is, we see this in the Microsoft Word, but we don't really know how to use this, right? So this one is on your left hand side is navigation pane. And this one is style pane. Okay. So this is the theory part of what we are going to do afterwards, yeah, in the hands-on session. So the first thing to format your thesis in a Microsoft Word, you must activate your style pane and navigation pane. How to activate the navigation pane? Open your blank Word. We will show or we will do it together later. But for now, just you can just be with me. So click View and tick the navigation pane. Yeah. And to activate the navigation pane, just click the small arrow button arrow here to lock the style pane. Okay, why we call this as a zero draft template? Because you do it by your own from zero to your full content of writing. Yeah. So why we call it a zero draft? Because it is the earliest version of your writing, and it discover what you need and what you want to write. You can create your own template. You can customize your heading, your subheading, numbering, and etc. It will help you to easy for navigation and easy to extract as well. So this is the example of zero draft template. Yeah. So your writing or by the end of today's webinar, you will get something like this, the basic about formatting your thesis using Microsoft Word. So for title headings, it is for you to enable easy content navigation and also to enable easy content extraction. You can also create and customize heading for main titles, subtitles, and the rest of subdivision systematically. So to create a zero draft template, first you need to open a new blank Word document. Then we continue or proceed with preparing a list of title heading. Yeah. So the title headings can be up to 4 levels or more. It represents the titles, the subtitles, and the rest of the subdivision. And each level of the title, subtitle, or subtitle heading will have the same number formatting. And it affects the display of the navigation pane. So this is the example of title heading. So the first one is chapter 1, we call as heading 1. Chapter 1, heading 1. This one is heading 2. And professional image of librarian, authentic personal branding in librarian's perspective is heading 3. And public university as well as private university is heading 4. Just for you to remember easily about the heading. Normally for heading 1, it contains one number. Heading 2, it contains two numbers, which is 1.1, for example. Heading 3 with three numbers, 1.2.1. And heading 4 is 1.2.1.1. If you have more heading, it will show more level. Yeah. So this is the navigation pane. It reflects the different level. Each heading will indent a bit in. Yeah, you can see 1.1 here, 1.1.2 here, and the next level, which is 1.2.1.1, is indent a bit more. So now we hands on. First, open your new blank Word. You can either follow me, do the same step with me, or you can just uh, see what I am doing, and you can refer back to the video, to the recorded video, and do it later. Yeah, if you have two screen, or you have in your handphone and your PC, you can try to do and to follow with me. So firstly, we need to activate the navigation pane and style pane. So how? Go to view, click navigation pane. So you have your navigation pane on your left hand side. Okay. Then to activate your style pane, go to home. Then click this small dialog launcher or the small arrow here. Just double click around here to lock the style pane. If you not double click it, it will hanging around. Yeah. So just double click to make it stay on your right hand side. So now we go to our first course content, which is create headings. Yeah. So how to create heading? Firstly, I would like to request everyone to go to the paragraph groups. You can see paragraph group. You have bullets here. You have numbering here. And you have multi-level list. Please click multi-level list. Then you will get this box or this view. Okay, I repeat for the how to activate the style pane. Just go back to home and you can see the small arrow button here. Just click. Okay. And if your style pane is hanging around, just double click. It will stay on your right hand side. Okay. Then okay, good. Now go back to the multi-level list. We are going to create our heading. And you can see list library, first one, second, third, fourth, fifth, and click the sixth number box. You can see it has multi-level
Uh,
list here.
Wan Jun,
Yeah,
can you repeat the style panel part because some student
style panel.
uh,
Uh,
style
uh, uh,
panel.
I already repeat that part, I think.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Ah.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Because I can't see who is asking. It's just the message pop up, and I can see that there's a question about repeating the uh activating the style pane, but I can't see who actually asking the question. So there might be more person asking the same thing. So I do hope everyone got what
Yeah,
has
I think they got
explained
it.
just now. Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, welcome. So just go to the multi-level list, click box number 6. So you will get number 1 in blue color. And you can see on your navigation pane, number 1 appear. And also on your style pane, it highlight on the heading 1. Okay. So if you see something in a blue color, meaning that it is not yet formatted. So you can modify, customize it by your own. Yeah. So to customize it or to edit it, you have to first refer to what is required in the IPS thesis writing guideline. Yeah. So just would like to share with you where you can get the guideline. Mm. So go to ips.usm.my. This is the website for the IPS. So go to download. You can see blinking over here. Just click download. Scroll a bit down. So you can see the most downloaded file here. So to download the thesis submission and format guideline, just click this one. So here the IPS already write or giving you on how to put which font, yeah, how to set the paging, yeah, so the indent. So you can just refer to this preparation of thesis submission guideline before do your modification in this or in your Microsoft Word formatting, okay? Or else you can also refer to your school guideline as well, because some supervisors has a different uh, guideline or requirement from the IPS. So you have to refer to either IPS guideline or your school supervisors. Yeah. So how to modify this? Go to heading 1, click the arrow down button here or the drop down arrow here. So you can see modify. Click modify. So we have to do some formatting or modification around somewhere here. So the first thing is for the part of formatting. Yeah? You change it to either in the IPS guideline, it's required whether you it's stated that you can either use Times New Roman or Arial. Yeah. So if you use Times New Roman, make it 12. Yeah. But if you use Arial, the font size is 11. Yeah, you can choose either one lah, the Times New Roman or Arial. But for today's webinar, I'm going to use Times New Roman. So make it 12 or 14. Well, normally for the header or heading is a little bit bigger. So we make it 14. Make it bold. So for color, you can just either choose automatic or you can choose black. Then click center. Yeah. Okay. Then go to format. paragraph. For line spacing, make it double. Then OK. So once or every time you do formatting for any heading or you create new heading, don't forget to automatically update. So it will update in every pages or in every once you choose the same heading. Okay. So it will use the same formatting. So now change to Times New Roman 14, bold, automatic or black. Then center, then double spacing. So, okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot one more thing. So, it should has chapter in front of number. So, go back to heading 1, modify. Sorry, no. Okay, so you see, sorry, I missed one more step. So before you do modification, go back to multi-level list and go to define new list, define new multi-level list. So you can type the chapter, put your cursor before number 1, then type chapter in capital. Okay? And for this one, we need to do some modification as well. For number style for this level, we want it to be in Arabic. If yours are in Roman, change it to Arabic. Text indents at make it 0 and click more. For follow number with, choose nothing. Okay, so I repeat. Go to multi-level list and define new multi-level list. Put your cursor before number 1 in capital. Type chapter. Okay, don't delete the number 1. So for number style for this level, we want it in Arabic 1 to 3. Text indent at, make it 0. And follow number with, set to nothing. Align at, also make it 0 if yours are not. Okay. Once you finish this, just click OK. Okay, so you will get the chapter 1 like this. So the chapter 1 is heading 1. It has one number. So you can see it appear in the navigation pane as well. So how to create a chapter 2? For first time, you must enter twice. Okay? 1, 2. So you can see your cursor will be here and the style pane is normal. Okay? So click heading 1. So you will get chapter 2. Okay? So for first time, to enter or to create your heading 2, you must enter twice. So I repeat. Enter twice. Then click heading 1. So you will get chapter 2. To make or to create the chapter 3, just enter once. Then click heading 1. So the same for if you have another chapter or more chapters, enter, then choose heading 1. Enter, choose heading 1. Okay, now you have 5 chapters. So normally for chapter 1, we have the title, yeah? So for example, this one is introduction. just type your chapter heading. Let's say this one is literature review. And the third one, maybe research. SE methodology. So the chapter 4 is results. And chapter 5 is conclusion. This depends on your what you have in your writing, yeah. If you have more, this enter, click heading 1, then add your heading title. Okay. So I think normally we want it to be the introduction. It should be to the next level. It is not at the same level with chapter 1. So how to do it, or how to move the introduction to the next level? Put your cursor between number 1 and I, then click together, shift and enter. To move the introduction to the next level, put your cursor between number 1 and I, shift enter. Oh, no question. Okay. Okay, so you can do for this the other chapter. Put the cursor between number 2 and L, then shift enter. Same for the other chapter. Put the cursor between number and the alphabet, then shift enter. So this one the same. Shift enter. Shift enter. Any question?
So far, no.
Okay. Okay, now you already have the chapter created or heading, yeah? So now we want to create another heading. Now we only have heading 1. So how to create heading 2? Enter. So you can see on your style panel is normal. Yeah, so click heading 2. So now you have 1.1. So let's say you want to have another heading 2, just enter, then click heading 2. Enter, click heading 2. Okay? So remember, those in blue color, you need to do some formatting. It is not formatted yet. So to do the formatting, follow the same step as what we do for the heading 1 just now. Go to the drop down button for heading 2. Click modify. Change this to Times New Roman. It's 12. Bold, yeah. Automatic or black in color. It is on your indent on left. Okay. Then go to format, paragraph. For line spacing, choose double. Or you can refer to the guidelines, yeah. And don't forget to click automatically updates. And click OK. So you can see heading 1. Okay, so let's say for heading 1, any question?
No, I think somebody forget to
Okay, no
oh,
problem.
there is some question from Rizel Renita. Rizel, are you sure this is your second Second question, are you sure you having a computer in front of you? Or you just miss? Okay. Anyway,
Oh,
Riza,
heading.
minta you repeat for
Heading
heading 2.
2. Okay, okay. So let's say you have in just now we do heading 2 for chapter 1. So you can do the same for chapter 2. Put a cursor after W, then enter, then go to heading 2. Okay, so to do the modification, just click the drop down arrow here, then go to modify. So you have to do some modification accordingly, yeah. Following the IPS guideline or your school guideline. So for today's webinar, for the training purposes, we use Time New Roman, the font size 12, black color, then it's on your left side. Yeah. So the spacing is double spacing. But if your school guideline or in IPS stated that it should be in 1.5 for spacing, just choose 1.5. Yeah. But for this training, for this today's webinar, we use double spacing. And then don't forget to click automatically update. Okay. So just to, once you do the modification, you can just enter and choose heading 2. For example here, okay. So you can try to do for the rest, for the other chapters, yeah. So let's say for introduction is, we type something, and this depends on what you have in your writing, okay. This is the what we have commonly in the thesis, yeah. The content of research normally. Problem statements. Okay, so let's say for this one, this is just a sample. You can use your own if you have any. If some of you already have writing or has your own writing, you can just use your own, yeah. Mm, yeah, this is just a sample. Okay. So now you have heading 1, heading 2, yeah. And then you can see on your style pane, it's already added the heading 3. Okay. So let's say you want to have your heading 3. Just enter and choose heading 3. So it is in blue color, meaning the same thing, you have to do the formatting. Okay. To do the formatting, go to the drop down button here, click modify. Same like the heading 2 we do just now, times New Roman 12. If you want it to be bold, choose bold. Then make it black in color. It's remain on the left side. And this is the double spacing. You can either choose from here or you can go to format, then choose paragraph. And for line spacing, choose double. Yeah. This is just the shortcut. And then click automatically update. Okay. So let's say you don't want it to be in bold. So just go, you want to modify, you have already do the modification and you want to re-modify, just click the modify here. It's automatic, not bold, and okay. So you can see you now have the heading 3. Okay. So enter, click heading 3. Okay. So you can do the rest. If you have more heading to add, just enter. Then you can choose the heading. So this one is heading 4. Let's say you have heading 4. enter, then click heading 4. Same one, do modification. M New Romans 12, not italic, because by default, the heading 4 level is italic. So unitalic 8, choose automatic or black, double spacing, choose automatically update. So now you have 4 levels of heading. Okay? So this heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and heading 4. Let's say for heading 4, you want it to be like this. 2.3.2 in bracket A. So how to do this? You can modify this. You can custom this as well. Okay, so how? It's not in the modification here. You have to go back to the multi-level list. Okay. So let's say you want to add or you want to replace this number 1 here to 2.3.2 in bracket A. So put the cursor here. Go to multi-level list back. Then go to define new multi-level list. So you can see the enter formatting for number. It is 2.3.2.1. So change the number style for this level to, you can see it's changed the number 1 to A. So previously, before we do the modification, it is 2.3.2.1. So you want it to be, you want to replace the number 1 here to A. Just go to the number style for this level, then choose this one. So for bracket, you just type it manually. Put the cursor before A, then type the bracket, and put B after A and put the bracket. Okay, so you can see. Now your level 4 is, or your heading 4 is like this. Okay, so to change the, because by default, the heading will only contain the numbers. Yeah. So let's say you want it to be in a Roman or Arab. This one is a alphabet, right? So you want it in the one Roman, you can just choose it. Change it with by selecting the multi-level list and then define new multi-level list. We can cheat from here. To do the modification for the font, for the types of font size, color, formatting, double spacing or spacing, you have to go to the modify here. Okay, so now you have 4 level of heading. So you can see from your navigation pane as well. Okay. Okay, now we already do the create heading, modify customer heading, add new customized heading. Okay. So let's say if you have how to add the preliminary chapters. Yeah, this is not the research content. This one. The chapter 1 to chapter 5 is the research content. But in the thesis writing, you have the supporting section. So to do the supporting section, you cannot choose from the heading. You have to create a new one, a new style one. You have to create new style. Okay. So how to create new style? Put the cursor on top of the chapter. So everyone got the same like me. So if you
Hi
can see
everybody.
here, yeah.
Do you follow Madam Junaida? Oh, tak apa. I just asking them.
Okay. If you not getting the space here, you can just break the section. Yeah. Also, you can just create a new page. So you will get a blank page before the chapter pages. Yeah. So also the same. Just now we do the enter twice. That is the reason why, because we want to have a space before the chapter. Okay, how to create new style? Yeah. So first, put the cursor here. So let's say your preliminary chapters or the supporting section are normally is like okay, it's a page for acknowledgement. What else? Table of content. You can do this at the last part, yeah. But for today's session, I'll show you now. Table of contents. Then you have a list of figures. List of tables. Abstract. Okay. So if you can see, this is in a normal style, which means that it is not yet formatted. It is by default what have in the or what is setting by the Microsoft Word. So you have to do um, the style. You have to create the new style. Okay, so highlight the all the preliminary chapters or the supporting documents. Then go to new style. Here you can see down from this style pane, you can see new style, style inspector and manage style, but click new style. So first you have to do a little modification, change the style 1 to preface. We want the new heading style or the new style called preface. Yeah. So type the word preface. Then go to format, go to paragraph. Okay, that's it. Okay, then automatically update. So you can choose this one to the same like what we have for the heading. The Time News Roman, same like heading. So it is 14, it's bold, it's automatic, center. The same like we do for the chapter 1, for the heading 1, yeah. So make it double. Okay. Okay. Preface, change the name from style 1 to preface. Times New Roman for the font style. Then the font size 14, bold, automatic, center. This one double spacing. Okay. Then click automatically update. So you can see all the preliminary chapters is already formatted and now it is under preface, no more under normal, which means that we already formatted this style, yeah, following what we want it to be. Okay, so if you can see, those in heading 1 to heading 5 appear in the navigation pane. But for preface or for the acknowledgement or the preliminary chapters that we created just now, it's not appear in the navigation pane. Yeah, okay, because it is not the research content. So to modify and make it available or appear on the navigation pane, go to preface, modify, go to format, paragraph, and change outline level from body text to level 1. Okay? Then automatically update and OK. So now you can see the research, the supporting document or the supporting contents, the preliminary chapters appear on your navigation pane. Okay? Okay. That's for now. Then we move to the second part. It is the insert caption heading. Just now we create heading. Now how to insert caption heading? Let's say you have tables or figures. How to insert the table and figures in your writing?
One June, there is a question about what about page margin? Asad, can you unmute your microphone and
Oh,
pose the
uh,
question yourself?
for page margin, you have to refer to the IPS guideline. It's stated in the IPS guideline for the page margin. But if you But if you yeah, hi, aside, yes. Sorry, I can't hear you. Yeah. Okay. For today's webinar, actually, we are not touched about the page margin. We just would like to share with you on more how to format the content. But for page margin, you can refer to the IPS guideline. Uh, or or
Or
you can
maybe tomorrow
uh,
advanced class.
yeah. Or else you can attend our join our template, the word thesis formatting with template. So with the template it's already set for you the margin parts and all that things. So you can just direct use the template. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Just, mm.
the template class will be tomorrow morning.
Mm. So for this basic class or this for today's webinar is actually if you want to use the template, you at least need to know how to do the modification. Yeah. So that's why we in this basic class we share with you how to do modification. So at least when you use the template, you know how to do the modification because in the advanced class or the thesis with template, we are not touch more. We are not touch anymore about the modification part. Yeah. So you have to actually attend this basic class and as well as the advanced class. Yeah, with the template one. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, let's say now you want to add you have table and you want to add table. So let's say your table you want it to be somewhere around here. So just put the cursor, then go to insert, then insert table. This is just the command that we normally use in our words, yeah. So just insert table. Then to insert the caption, highlight the table that you already insert. You can either right click. So you put the cursor on top of the table because if we refer to the IPS guideline, the title for figures should be for table should be above the table. So put the cursor here, then go to insert caption. And you can see you have also here insert citation, but do not choose the insert citation, just click insert caption. So you can see here, the caption is figure 1. So for table, you must change the label from by default in Word is setting to figure. Change the label to table. Okay. So the position is above selected item. Then go to numbering. If your include chapter numbers not tick, please tick this box. Okay. So chapter start with style should be followed by heading 1. What is heading 1? And for use separator, change from hyphens to period. Okay, then okay. So this is table. This is your table. So to do the modification, same. Put the cursor here and scroll a bit down. You can see caption here. Click modify. So this one change to Times New Roman 12. No. Color automatic or black. Okay. So center. Then automatically update. This, yeah. So to type your title, just tap and type your title of table. Okay. So let's say you want to have more table. Just repeat the same steps. Insert table. Put the cursor above. Then go to reference. Insert caption. Table. Numbering. So this is the same one. Then okay. Then okay. So now you have table 2.2. Tab and title is here. Okay. So this is an example on how to insert caption, especially for table. And let's say you have figures. Yeah, you want to insert figures. Same thing like we were how to insert table just now. Just put the cursor. Insert. So you can just search for any image. So let's say this is the image that you want to put in your writing. Just copy the image and paste it. Oh, sorry. Copy. This is the example lah. Okay. So this is the example of figures that you would like to insert in your writing. So for figures, it should be below the figure. Yeah. So put the cursor below. This is what you have to. You can refer back to the IPS guideline. Yeah. To make sure where to put the title. If the figure is on above or if the table is below, yeah. So just please double check with the IPS guideline. So the same like we insert table just now, insert caption. But now the label change to figure. Yeah. So for numbering, still the same. Check this include chapter number box, heading 1, then hyphen. Okay. Okay. So this one should be, you can just make it manual lah to be enter, to be center. Okay. Because some of the formatting sometimes it's not work, so you can just do it manual lah. Okay, so let's say you have other than figures and table to add. Let's say you have plates, or you have equations, or you have, for example, you are writing in Bahasa, you might have Raja, Jadwal. So it is not by default is uh, available in the caption in this Microsoft Word. So you can add new caption label. Yeah. So this one, add new caption label. So how? Just put the cursor where you want to put the caption that you want to add. Just go to reference, insert caption. But now you must choose new label. Okay. So just type. Let's say you want it. You want to add plates, or you want to insert plates. Yeah. Just type plates lah. So this is the example. Right? So the same if you have others like jadwal. Yeah. So just click insert caption, then new label. And in the box, just type jadwal. Or if you have more appendices that you would add, you can just create the new label or the new caption here. Yeah. Okay, then numbering, you must click or you must tick this box, include chapter number, and change from hyphen to dot period. So this is the example. Yeah. If you want to add more or you have new caption to add. Yeah? Okay. We finish with the first section, which is create heading and insert caption heading. Now we move to how to split chapter from research content and the supporting section. So you want all this section or all this heading available on its own page. So how to separate acknowledgement from table of contents and how to separate chapter 1 from the abstract. So for now, we do the preliminary chapter first. So highlight all the preliminary chapters or the supporting content. Okay. Then go to preface. Go to modify again. Go to format. Paragraph. Now choose line and page break. Okay. So you want to move all these each supporting research content to its own page. Yeah. So highlight all the preliminary chapters. Go to preface heading or the preface style. Click modify. Go to format, paragraph, and line and page break. So choose page break before. Then OK. Then OK. So now you can see acknowledgement is on its own page. Table content on its own page. Just now we already only have 2 pages. Now we have 6 pages. Okay. So just go to abstract. So now abstract and chapter 1 is still in the same page. So how to move chapter 1, chapter 2 and the other chapters to its own page. So put cursor here, go to layout, break, go to section break, choose next page. So it moves chapter 1 from the abstract. So how to move chapter 1 from abstract? Put the cursor after number 1, go to layout, break, section break, next page. Okay, so you can do for the rest or for the other chapter. You can see chapter 1 is still together with the chapter 2. So we want to move the chapter 2 to the next page. So go put the cursor after 2, layout, breaks, section break, next page. Okay. So the same for the other chapter. Layout, breaks, section break, next page.
Madam June, there is some question. If we use page break, is it okay? Or we use apa yang macam yang ditunjuk tu adalah lebih baik? So macam mana?
Um, how if we use page break to separate? You mean to separate the?
I think to separate the chapter.
Oh, okay. Actually, this is for it is for you to easier when you do the page numbering. You can try use page break because we tried this before, and you will have a little bit problem when you want to do the page numbering. So we found that using the section break next page is better and easier once you want to do the page numbering. This is what
Okay.
we learned from the experience lah. So we advise you to use the section breaks better.
Okay, thank you, Puan Jun.
Um,
Okay, Muhammad Arif, your question. Can you use page break? So based on our
actually can
facilitator's
use
state,
yeah.
not
Actually you can
advisable
use
only.
actually you can use the page break page, but you will have the problem when you to do the page numbering because it will not automatic do for every page. You have to do one by one. This is what we experienced from the previous training. So we found
Okay.
that using the section break next page is better.
Okay, so I think Muhammad Arif, you try
You
not
can
to
try. You
do
can
that
try.
because the problem will arise later.
Yeah, actually. So you can try like you can see the difference when use page break and section break. But what we can share with you is from the experience is that lah. Okay, so to move the chapter 4 from the chapter 3 breaks and next page and chapter 5 breaks, section break, next page. Yeah. Okay, now you have 10 pages. Yeah, you have 10 pages with all the pages in its own page. So now I told you that using Microsoft Word formatting or use the create the zero draft template is easy for you to navigate. Yeah, you can use the navigation pane. So let's say you are on the page of acknowledgement and you want to go to the chapter 5 page. Just click on the chapter 5. You don't need to scroll. That one why we said it is easy to navigate just now. Yeah. So you can move from one chapter to another chapter just by clicking on the chapter that you want. Okay. So another one is you can also add chapter or add heading using the through the navigation pane. For example, from chapter 1, just right click, you can see new heading before, new heading after. You can try. So let's say you want to add one chapter before chapter 1. You want to add new chapter. Just highlight the chapter 1, then create new heading. Click new heading before. So it will automatically add for you the chapter 1. Others then select from enter and heading 1 from the style pane just now. Yeah. You can either use the navigation pane by right click and new heading before or new heading after, or you can just enter and then choose heading 1, the same one. You have two methods lah when you want to add or to create new heading or new chapter. And let's say you don't want this chapter, just right click and delete. Yeah. Okay, that's just to share with you a little bit about what the benefit of navigation pane, why we use navigation pane and why we activating this navigation pane. Okay, now you already separate all the pages, all the preliminary chapters and the research content to its own page. And now we move to the section number 3, how to do the page numbering. Okay, normally for in IPS guideline, it say that for preliminary chapter or the supporting research document, it must be in Roman number and the chapters must be in Arabic number. So how to do the page numbering? First, we do like a normal page numbering, just insert and just go to page number, choose bottom of page, then you can select this number 1, number 2. Oh, sorry. No, tak nak. Insert page number, bottom of page. Mana yang tengah-tengah tu? Okay. So now you can see the page number. Now you have one, the acknowledgement pages is number 1. And the chapter 5 is page number 10. But all in Arabic number. So how to change the page number accordingly? Highlight this one, highlight the page number. So you make sure you are in the header and footer mode. Highlight the number, right click. Format page number. Then change the number format to Roman number. And we want it to start at number 2. Because normally before the acknowledgement page, you will have the cover page, which is without the number is the number 1. Yeah. So the acknowledgement page should be in number 2. So start at number 2 in Roman. So number format is 1, 2, 3 in Roman. Okay. Then okay. So now you can see at least number 2 abstract is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. But if you go to chapter 1, it is 7, but already in Arabic. So this is why just now we use for the preliminary chapter, we use the line and page break. And for research content or for the chapter 1 to chapter 5, we use the layout, break and section break. Yeah? So you can just do the modification or editing just one and it will edit all the page together. Okay. So let's say for this one, it should not be in 7 lah, but we want it to be in number 1. So highlight the number. Format page number. So it's in Arabic number. Okay, remain this one. But we want it to be started at number 1. So start at 1. Okay, so now you can see acknowledgement pages is in a Roman number and all the chapter or the research content is in Arabic number. Okay, so now you have 6 for preliminary chapters and 5 for research content. Okay. Okay, that's it for the page numbering. Now we move to the last part of today's webinar, how to add your table of content. Why we want you to format it is because we want it to be we want it to do we want all the table of content you do it systematically, not manually. Yeah, so go to table of content. I don't know why the two I have to delete one, but it's okay lah. So just would like to share with you now how to add table of content. So just go to table of content, then go to home. Go to reference, and can see on top of your groups is table of contents. Click table of content, then choose automatic table number 2. So you can see it is add automatically to your table of content of what you already have in your writing. Just now we have chapter 1 to chapter 5 and we have heading, we have 1.1, we have 2.3.2. Yeah, so you can see now you have already all the content in the table of content. Which one, Tiu Yuhan? Inserting the table of content? Oh, okay. So just go to your table of content that you just write just now. Put the cursor after S, then go to reference. Can see on your left hand side in your groups, table of contents. Then choose automatic table number 2. So if you see the blank pages like this, the blank area, just go to normal. So it will remove the extra pages, yeah, the extra space. So this is your table of content. But we advise you to do this one after you have already finished all your writing. But it's okay if you do modification, you can still edit your table of content lah. But not just to show you, if you have finished writing and you want to add your table of content, you don't have to do it manually. You can just by formatting all the heading, yeah. So you can also automatic do the table of content. You don't have to type it manually. So now we already have the table of content as the heading. So you can delete this one. Okay. So this is your table of content. If you can see here, you only have 2.3.2, which is the heading 3. But now we have until heading 4. Okay, by default, Microsoft Word only show until level 3. So how to modify or to make sure that all your content appear in the table of content, you can do the modification. Just highlight and go to reference again, table of content, go to custom table of content. Okay. Then you can see here, by default, it only shows levels until 3. You can select if you have more than 5, just choose 5. Like if you have heading 7 or heading 6, just choose the number accordingly. So now but for today's sample, we only have until heading 4. So just show levels until heading 4. Then OK. Then replace OK. You see now you have this one included in your table of content. Okay. So let's say you adding something or you create something, yeah. So let's say you add new chapter. You add chapter 6. So how to update your content in the table of content? Just go to table of content. You can either right click, you can update table, click here, or you can also right click and update field here. So update entire table. Page number. Kenapa dia tak masuk? So we try add something here. Okay, let's go to table of content. Update field, edit field, update field. Update entire table. No, dia masuk ke tak? See? So that we do modification just now, it's added to your table of content, yeah? So if you write something or you add something, just highlight, then right click, update field. Yeah. So it will update your latest modification. Yeah? Okay, that's it for table of content. And let's say to how to add list of figures, the same one. Put the cursor after S, but not from the table of content, but you have to choose insert table of figures. So here choose table and OK. And click normal. So let's say just now we have 2 tables. So it's added to your list of figures. So list of table. Caption label, choose appropriate or the appendix that you have lah. Yeah. So let's say you have equation, just choose equation. Okay. So now you have list. If you want to add more, let's say you have list of equation, you can just add and then update. Yeah. So normally for list of table, list of figures, table of content, normally we do as the last part. Yeah. Okay, that's it from. I think I have already touched all the section that we are that I'm going to share with you. So we have the create heading, insert caption heading, split chapter, page numbering, and as well of table of content. Okay, I think that's all that I would like to share with you for the thesis formatting with using Word for today's webinar. So I hope that all the information or all the steps that sharing with you today is benefit. So if you have any question or any problem while following the video, or you can get back to us by emailing us, yeah, or contact the reference that Puan Anissa will share in the chatting box. So I think that's it for today's session. This is a basic one, so you can try. If you have any error, just get back to us. We'll try to help you. Yeah. So I think that's it from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Uh, Take care. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I pass back to Puan Nur
Puan
Anissa.
Nur Anissa. Okay, guys, thank you very much. We would like to say thank you to our facilitator, Puan Junaida. And now, at the end of our session, I already share with you the feedback form, the link to the feedback form. You can go to the link that has been given in the chat, or you can scan the QR code that I'm going to share in the screen. Okay, can you see it? Okay, insyaAllah ya. Here you go. So, if you have any question that you would like to ask us, this is the email that uh, you can send those questions or any kind of thing that you would like us to know. So this is the email address. This is the QR code, and on the chat area, I already give you the link for the feedback form. Now, for those who attend our webinar session on Wednesday, Mendeley class, I'm going to email you after this session, after this class of the recording and also the PowerPoint. So please stand by. For the letter of attendance, that we have to delay a bit, yeah. Just want to send you the recording and also the PowerPoint first. Now, for today class, I only will send the recording to those who fill in the feedback form. For example, on Wednesday, we have 30, more than 40 something student, but those who fill in the feedback only 30. So unfortunately, for the rest of them who attend but do not fill the feedback form, I can't send the recording. So that's it, guys. Please scan the QR code, or if you don't want to use the QR code, you go to the our chat area on the feedback form. Tuesday we have wait Tuesday we have Mandalay, right? Wednesday, sorry, yeah, Tuesday. Wednesday we have a public holiday, right? So on Tuesday, those who attend Tuesday and also fill in the feedback form, I will send the recording now. I mean, 10 minutes from now. And but unfortunately, for those who does not fill in the feedback form, I can't send it. Okay, guys. Question, last question before we end the session. Okay, yeah. With that, I'm going to stop the recording and I'll let the screen active in 5 minute time before we end and leave the meeting. Thank you, guys, and stay safe and happy study. Oh yeah, tomorrow we have a class for thesis template advanced, and also in the afternoon we have a Google Drive. Yeah, on Monday we are going to have a Google Scholar. Please, those who wants to join us to register open the registration. Yeah, advanced Microsoft Word. We are going to start at 10 a.m. Yes, Asad. Yes, correct. 10 a.m. in the morning, and Google Drive in the afternoon, 2:30. The registration is still open, yeah?